you're right. Marquette has got, a history of pros and a history of success, and you were highly successful there. And you had pros, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder. What's it like to coach one of the more fascinating guys in the NBA like Jimmy Butler?
The thing on Jimmy and many of those other guys, coach,
yeah, I only picked two.
Nobody knew they were a pro. I've never taken credit for, like, look at those pros. They didn't know they were a pro when they arrived, and not necessarily while there did they think that they were a pro. The one thing that I think happened, and all of those guys had a commonality in regards to they didn't have any other choice. When you were the coach at Mayville and they said, we're going to charge you $800 more to your budget for the kid that you want to sign from 4 hours away, you didn't have a choice. Yeah. And figuring out how to hustle and raise $12,000 and paint the locker room on your own, you didn't have a choice. It was like you said, it was necessity. It was what you had to do in order to give yourself a chance to be successful. And you were maybe immature in some ways, but very mature in understanding this is the only chance I have. And if it doesn't work here, then I have no other chance. And I think those players, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, Darius Johnson-Odom, who was drafted, Dwight Bikes, who's played several years in the NBA. There were multiple guys that made it. Wesley Matthews is still playing in the NBA, and he was a part of our team in year number 1 as a senior. There were over 10 of them that signed an NBA contract. Juan Anderson, who everybody's talking about with the Golden State Warriors, has a remarkable story. He played for us at Marquette. So no matter which person you would choose, what I look back at and realize that a part of the reason why it worked is those kids had the same process as I did in regards to this has to work. It wasn't a choice. And the people around them that they believed in and they trusted, there wasn't another choice of an idea coming from them either. And so why did Jimmy play so hard? He didn't have a choice, not because of me, not because of what I was saying or how I was saying it, or necessarily even the drills in which we were doing. He knew that this was his chance. Why does he compete that way now? The exact same. Jay Crowder's in his 9th year. Jay Crowder didn't receive a preseason all-conference vote entering his senior year at Marquette, yet was picked player of the year. Those types of stories of Tim Miles at Mayville. Mayville is what led to Nebraska. Mayville is what led to Colorado State. Most people didn't know about Mayville until they met you and heard you say it, but they still don't know. They know Tim Miles, the Power 5 coach. They know Tim Miles, who went to multiple NCAA tournaments at CSU on his way to Nebraska. That's what they know. They don't know the story. And I think it's the story prior to it becoming public knowledge is that's why it becomes public knowledge. It's like people saying, "Oh, Buzz, I remember you at Marquette." And I'm like, thanks for saying that, because that clues me into when you think I showed up. Yeah. And like Marquette, I couldn't spell Marquette. I'd never seen it snow above the roof of my house. I knew nothing about the Big East. So like, if you're thinking that that's the beginning, that's a good clue for me that, like I was a junior college manager. I was an NAIA manager. Like I'm not supposed to be here. And so that you're thinking that that's the beginning. No, Mayville. Let's talk about Mayville. Yeah. Do you know where that is? And do you know what that included?
It's the old, I was an overnight success. It just took me 20 years to get to the
That's
overnight.
Exactly right.
Yeah.